We know so much more than we understand, but we know so little. Many believe the white light you see when you die is the supercharged electric whimper of a desperate and dying brain. Synaptic death. But it's not. That brilliant, blinding light is God. And He has been with us all along.
We are beyond. Dreamers, destroyers, all of reality, who dare stand before us?
I doom.
Manhattan, Earth 1610, Incursion event imminent. The Triskelion, headquarters of this Earth's shield.
You tell me the world is ending. I'll wonder if you think I'm blind. You tell me it's ended today. Well then, Richards, I want to know how long we got left.
The city, home of the Cabal and the Children of Tomorrow, currently residing in Manhattan. Everything dies, General Fury. In fact, much of what could be defined as existence already has. Now all that remains is our universe and theirs. What follows? This. Incursion between our Earth and their Earth will begin very soon. In minutes, perhaps. How long will it last? That, General, depends on no small number of variables, and how good you are at eliminating them.
So this is it! We destroy their world and our universe lives. You're sure this is the last one?
This city has many machines, one of which scours all of space and time, observing, recording, witnessing the collapse of our once infinite multiverse. Am I sure this is all there is left? More than I am of any other thing. So go, General Fury. Save our world one last time. Save us all.
Can we trust him? Reed Richards is a 1,000-year-old megalomaniacal boy genius who wiped out most of Europe on a whim, Hawkeye. No, we most certainly cannot.
Then why the hell are we doing this, Nick?
Because it's also worth pointing out that he's not wrong, and my job, our job, is protecting the world. So if this comes down to them trying to kill us or us killing them, well, Clint, that ain't no choice at all. Send everything! Everything we got!
The Triskelion has launched all their ships, Maker.
Good. They'll attack preemptively. The other Earth will respond. And while they play, we will be hard at work on the things that actually matter. What's our current estimated time of completion, City?
Undetermined. When they first started, the incursions between worlds lasted 8 hours. But compression of space-time now puts my best calculation at under an hour.
I have to wonder, why lie to them? We've run every simulation there is. We've reached the death of everything. There is no saving anything. No victory to be had. No victory of any kind. So why lie to them?
We show them one hand and hide our real objective in the other. I lied because we need just a little more time. I dressed the lie up in a story of hope, because if they have that, then they'll believe they have a chance. They'll fight a little harder. And won't that be fun for you and your cabal to watch? You humans and your unseemly theatrics. There is no honor in running from death. People should know when their time is up. Manhattan, Earth 616, the incursion point between both worlds. We told the truth. We informed the various world leaders that we had learned that morning, and then we watched as they told their nations. It was the Chancellor in Germany, the Prime Ministers in Britain and Japan. It was the royal family in Riyadh, and here, it was the President. The language they used, their message, was almost all the same. Remain calm. The world is in grave danger, but we, those in power, are doing everything we can to find some solution to this terrible problem. But no one believed them. How could they? They were just men and women, and people need to believe in something more. Okay, everyone get off the streets. Get someplace safe. I've got this. Maybe? The Baxter Building.
Looks like the situation's gone from bad to worse. Are we ready to go, Torch?
The supplies are prepped and we're almost done packing, Ben. But looking over the lab specs, are we sure we need all this food? When we realized mankind was doomed, we built this life raft in the hope of restarting the human race. Hydroponics is an excellent medium-range solution, Johnny. But it's not going to matter if our entire specially chosen science team starves to death in the first month. Speaking of, what's the ETA on our real cargo, Susan?
They're due any minute, T'Challa, but that was before the rain started. I'll check in. Courier 1, this is the Baxter Building calling for a status update. Black Widow, Spider-Woman, are you reading me? Imperial, Susan. Transport's still 5 minutes out. We're having to take a longer, less explosive route. How did the exfiltration go? We just spent an hour literally pulling families apart, so it went exactly as expected, and no one is taking it well. 2 of the scientists even changed their minds and decided to stay. Here, I'm sending you the final passenger list now. Natasha says 5 minutes, and we lost Doctors May and Zhang. They stayed behind.
Specialists in chemistry and physics. Thank God they were redundancies, so we should be okay. Let's start the launch countdown. T'Challa, can you... Yes. 2 scenarios manifold. You get that. 1. Everything goes as planned. We launch with our resurrection team. You teleport on board, and we're off. 2. Everything goes wrong.
And then I save the day. I understand, and I'm ready. Turn this thing on. We don't have much time left.
Fury, this is Stark. We've engaged the other Earth and are meeting heavy opposition. No large-scale response to our fleet, but we're pretty outnumbered on the metahuman front. You want to impart some of that tactical acumen you're famous for? There are no second chances or prolonged windows of opportunity here, Mr. Stark. Overwhelming force is what's called for. Just win, baby. Understood. Initializing Iron Man 6.
Look out! Oh, God! Run!
It's okay, you can breathe. I got you.
Danny? Almost done, Luke. Last one. Oh, come on, that's it. Okay, Guardians. See that big robot thing in the sky? That's the one you and Drax want to focus on, Rocket. What? Where? Oh, you mean the massive tacky red and gold thing that basically says, "Hello, I was built by a giant tool. Please, oh God, please shoot me out of the sky." No problem. Our enemy fades and the wind is shifting in our favor, Thor. Now, with me, I storm. If this is the end, let us call forth the power of the heavens themselves and strike! Iceman, look! Sentinels! Are they friend or foe?
Complicated question, Cap. They're from Nation X. There's no telling what Cyclops has planned. Landfall. Professor Summers. Package intact. Your orders. Keep everyone away for as long as you can. I need just a little more time.
Fury, we're taking heavy losses. Helicarriers are going offline. And I've lost my mobile weapons platform. Hold as long as you can, Stark. I don't think that... Ah! Nice shooting, Drax. There goes $1 billion worth of red and gold crap. I do remember when comic books were only $1. $1's worth of crap!
See that, hero? Time to call for backup. Or maybe you're just done for the day. Magnify section 187.09 by 902.87. See it?
Uh-huh. That's where these ships are launching from, Pod. But it'll be like hitting a penny with a marble from a mile away. You sure you can do that, Colossus?
Trust me, Comrade She-Hulk. With this, I have had lots and lots of practice.
Nick, are you getting this? Are you reading me? I've lost the 6 and we're down 80% of our carriers. We need help, General. Now! I hear you, Stark. I'm going to call.
What the hell was that? I say, let's go for a ride. And whoa, baby, it's a roller coaster. I can't believe that thing is still standing.
Yes, it's still standing. For now.
We've lost communication with the Incursion force. Patch me through to the city, Hawkeye. Any time you could shave off of our very best would be greatly I got him!
General, how goes the war?
Oh, best war ever. We failed to secure the Incursion site on the other Earth, so you're just gonna have to launch your doomsday world killer weapon and hope for the best. As much as I hate to admit it, we failed. Darkest moments of a dark life, and I swear, I never once thought I'd go out like this. Make sure you finish the job, Maker!
Finish implies that your task was uncompleted, General. It implies a failure of action or understanding of purpose. Let me assure you, this was always how it was going to end. You bought us no little bit of time, and that was remarkable for one whose time had long passed. Let me show you what I'll build on your ruins.
Mein Gott, look! Whatever that is, it's opening!
The diversion has run its course. Is the build completed?
Your specially bred engineers erected a temporal bubble to buy themselves time, but they have not yet emerged. It seems your fastest is not fast enough, and you continue to disappoint in 2 worlds. Do something.
City. Yes, Maker. We've bent space and time to build a perfect society. Now it's time to reveal what secrets we hide in the dome. When you launch our doomsday weapon, send our children along to guide its way. Show these primitive people the future they could have had. Huh?
What the? Prepare yourselves! The other Earth has launched a second attack! They got Black Bolt! Who are these guys? What are they? I don't know! But I think we're about to find out!
To Lizard at coldblooded.com. Hit the target at hit.com. Who at whocares.com. Oz at amazinghair.net. And 18 more. From W. Fisk at fiskindustries.com. Subject, end of world. Like all of you, I dreamed of a glorious end. Me, standing over the vanquished as the world looked up in envy. But it seems time, that fickle mistress, has robbed us all of such an opportunity. So I say this, if the world is truly ending, let it end thusly, with drink and joy at the sight of our enemy's greatest failure. Please join me for a most raucous celebration at that place where we met that time for the thing. I'm buying. Sincerely, Wilson Fisk. Ahem. Gentlemen, they say that when you die, you can't take it with you. Which begs the question, exactly what am I gonna do with all these bullets?
Baxter Building, this is Courier 1. I repeat, we're under fire. Susan, I'm sorry. No, we're not going to make it. You're on your own. No. Oh, no. No. They're gone, Reed. We've lost the resurrection team.
T'Challa? I'm sorry, Eden. It's option 2. Your powers through this machine will help us find the survivors that we need. Brace yourself.
This is going to hurt.
Do it!
Alert, Professor. There is an 89% chance that our defense perimeter will be breached by hostiles in the next minute.
A minute will be more than enough, for the Phoenix egg is ready to hatch. There you are, old friend. Remember me. Remember how this feels? It's love.
Drax hates this. Drax hates Earth.
You're telling me, big guy? Center of the universe, my ass! This place is a giant stinking pile of... Ah!
No, Rocket! Groot!
Oh, man. Hurry! We need to... What the...
Quill, where did he go? Storm! Something has happened!
Thor!
Huh? Hey. Huh? Hey, I know this is a long shot, but when all this is done, maybe I could take you out. Show you around town. Oh, shut the...
We're out of time. We have to go now. Cut Manifold loose.
He made me promise not to read. He believes he can still make this work. He believes he can still find what we need. Are you sure you want to stay, Eden?
Yes! Go! Before it's too late!
Life raft away. Some people call it theft, Thanos. But if you take something and make it better, well, I've always believed a bit of appreciation and no small bit of gratitude are in order. After all, it's not every day that you really learn something. And what lesson would you say the apocalypse has taught you, Maker? That some things refuse to die. Listen to me. You can't kill an idea. It always comes back, resurrected, or reborn, into a different form. The planet's surface is fracturing. I think this is everyone we're going to get, Reed. Okay, everyone strap in! Are we going to make it? Yes, barely. That doesn't sound good. I don't know what's going on, but should that be happening? Should we be shaking like this? Where are we? 92%. Still in the life safety threshold. The shield is holding. The center point of the incursion gives us our best chance to... We've been hit! Whole breach! The life shields are still intact, but we've lost the carrier section. Oh, Reed, Susan and the others, your children. No, look, see? My wife is the strongest person I know. It'll take everything she has, but Susan will hold it together. She has to. T'Challa, we'll need you to drop this section of the shield. Then I can pull them back in. The forces at play out there, Reed. You'll only have a few seconds before the entire raft is compromised. Can you do... Yes! Okay. It's going to take a full 5-second cycle to power down the shield. I can instantly slam it back into place. But Reed, if all integrity goes below 90%, I have to turn it back on no matter what. Understand? We'll lose everything if I don't. I understand. Do it. Okay. In 5, 4... Hold on, Susan. 3, 2, 1... Go! Pulling them back now! Wait! No! No! They're gone. The section just splintered into... Oh, God. Get the shield back up, T'Challa! Get the shield up! You spend your entire life looking for that one perfect someone, and when you find her, you think you'll never love anything more. Then you have children, and realize what a fool you were to believe that. And now, I have lost everything. We have all lost everything. My entire life, I believed in better days ahead. I believed in tomorrow. I hid that belief in my heart, a stronghold against a world that devours hope. But now, the walls have fallen. I have been overrun. And I hope, I believe in nothing.
Do you see it, boy? This is a test, which is fitting, for God measures us all in some way. This day, here and now, the test is yours. Step forward and seek His favor. He created the hammer as a crucible for the unworthy, but for those who are more, it is an awakening. I did it! You have been reborn, worthy. I am old, older than most, but before even my time there is a legend that the heavens were full of stars, a sea of them, and little difference between the day and night, and now there are so few. So where did they go? And why is there one fewer every year? Look in your hand. It was the All-Father who plucked the stars from the heavens, and from each forged our hammers. They all have different names. You will name yours, but they all serve the same purpose. Justice! It has a purpose, just as you have a purpose. And we Thors are the law, just as the All-Father intended. What do I do now? Now you bend your knee, brother, for God is watching. And from now until the end of days, we all labor to keep His peace.
Doomguard.
Welcome, Brother Thor. Welcome to the most noble of undertakings. There is no higher calling.
Yes, however, before the accruing of honor, before glory, there is the change. Steady yourself, young one. It can be overwhelming.
The change! Aye, physical challenges to tax the back and shoulders, mental ones to challenge the mind. It is no small thing becoming a hammer of God, especially if you come from humble beginnings.
He's asking where you're from, brother.
Higher Avalon!
Ah, a kingdom in good standing with the throne. I take it then that you are well learned, that you know your histories.
Yes, then entertain us, boy. Tell us the story. There was nothing, followed by everything. Swirling, burning specks of creation that circled life-giving suns. God Doom created the light. Then there was earth. The firmament cooled and he raised up a land. This holy land, the world, and upon it he set his kingdoms. Yes, the kingdoms. And have you ever traveled beyond the kingdom where you were born, brother? Only here. Only for the testing. Only this once. It's not uncommon. The borders of each kingdom are clearly defined. Travel between them is very often discouraged by requiring special dispensation from the local baron. There are many good reasons for this. Not all kingdoms are as peaceful as Higher Avalon.
many kingdoms, and there are those among our order who would say most often crave the heavy end of the hammer. From our high seat here in Doomguard, we allow no breaking of God's laws. Doom demands order, and order pleases him. Tell me, do you want to please him, brother? Yes? Well then, this is the world, and there are sinners in it. Let us do justice.
The kingdom of Utopolis.
Okay, we're here. Are you sure of what you found?
I'm sure we found something, Minister Powers, but as soon as we started examining it, we knew we needed to call in the experts. Honestly, we didn't even know that something like that was down there until the earthquake uncovered it.
It wasn't an earthquake.
Okay, Alex, we're ready. Let's go.
Be careful, Minister. Once you go through, the gravity reverses.
I think I'll manage. Cool.
Excuse me, Founder, but what did you mean it wasn't an earthquake?
One of the experiments I've been conducting at the Foundation is mapping and comparing the seismic activity of each kingdom. It's not something we broadcast.
Yeah, because some people are obsessed with contradictory theories about the origin of the universe. It's called confirmation bias for a reason, Dragon.
I'm right to question, Bentley. Look at all this down here. There's literally megatons of evidence that this world is not a naturally occurring construct, but rather a composite of some other kind of...
Anyway, what Dragon Man is trying to say is that the data doesn't support an earthquake.
Then what was it?
Oh, it's a cover. The earthquake story is a ruse. Fabricated, I'm sure, so that the good people of Utopolis don't freak out when they learn another Hulk got loose on the mainland.
My God.
Yeah, Hulks are the worst. That must be it.
The subatomic structure of this object is unusual. First glance, my best guess would be some kind of fabricated exotic matter. Alex, this really is quite something.
So, what would you like for us to do, Minister?
What do you think? You're a digger? Dig it out.
The All-Father is God King of this world, but the world you know, the kingdoms, extend only from the great ocean in the northern hemisphere to the Badlands in the south. Our home, the precinct of Doomguard, lies west of Doomstadt and Castle Doom itself. Look now! Below us is higher Avalon, from which you hail, and the impetus for today's justice. It looks so different from up here. Aye, newfound power leads to new perspective, boy, which will serve you well from this day forward. All told, there are almost 100 major and minor houses, your higher Avalon being only one. We have jurisdiction over all of them, understand? Even now, your former liege, Baron James Braddock, waits for us to deliver God's justice. Once, as a boy, I saw the Baron from the street. He waved at those of us gathered in the crowd. He seemed above the whims of others, certainly above waiting on us. Yes, to a peasant, a baron would surely seem a king, just as to a baron, a king might seem a god. For some, this is a comfort. For others, it is less so. No small number of God's children spend their days in the light of Doom's favor. Others fall outside his grace, but many live their lives in between. This, I believe, is the unrefined state of man, the beliefs of one putting them in conflict with another, kingdoms at war with other kingdoms.
Bar sinister.
You looked up at your Baron with adoration as he waved at you. I tell you truly, others there in the crowd would have preferred to pull him down. The envious forget to what station they are born. Their natural position chafes, and they crave to be something more. It is a sickness, and we are but one of God's cures. Move aside, make way for justice.
Ah, the law. How very trashy.
Baron Sinister, in accordance with the will of your Maker, you have been summoned to Castle Doom to answer for the crime of discord.
Are you sure you have the right man?
I am, but one could resist if one were so inclined.
And on the off chance I'm found guilty, will there be sentencing today as well?
The High Court has been assembled to bear witness. Write the words, brother. God is waiting. Like this, yes, for who not easy laws will always return you to Doomstart.
Well, if I have an audience, then I'm inclined to give them a show. I will play the accused, and you will be my escorts, Old Man Thunder and his ward, Lightning. Shall we?
Very well. To Doomstart, where a world-eating sentinel stands guard over Castle Doom, where the High Court convenes, and where God Doom himself sits in judgment on his throne, Yggdrasil, the World Tree, as ordered, the accused.
Baron Sinister, as Sheriff of Agamotto, I serve as the right hand of Doom, his irrevocable voice, and the arbiter of this proceeding. As such, unless there is divine intervention, my judgment will be final. I am the law. You have been charged with discord by the House Braddock. I have been presented with evidence showing that you have secretly and illegally aligned yourself with Hyperion, the Baron of Utopolis, in opposition to Higher Avalon. Laughable. And that you are in violation of all known border treaties by supplying Sheriff. This is an absurd accusation. Beyond the fact that I have no desire to engage in some great game of intrigue, there is another problem with this story. There is an ocean between my kingdom and theirs.
We know that you hired the Iron Pirates as couriers, Sinister.
Lies. And even if they aren't, you couldn't prove it. Are there any other charges?
Is this always how it is? So formal? Within the borders of each kingdom, as long as the resolute laws of Doom are followed, he permits each baron or baroness complete control of their province. But as for disputes between kingdoms, that is this court's domain. Sometimes, skirmishes are resolved so amicably that formal alliances are formed, like those between the upper and lower kingdoms of Egyptia. Often, they are settled unevenly. There are winners and losers in the Court of Doom, such as the former Baroness Pryor, unseated and contained by the absent Baron Summers. And then there are the conquered. The horsemen all once had their own kingdoms. Now they bend their knee to the Baron Apocalypse. You always ask me if it is always this formal. Yes, it is. Until it is not. All of this is decided by the sheriff. As he stated earlier, he will decide their guilt or innocence and determine their sentence.
And the final charge. Words have meaning, and you have also been accused of libel, my lord.
Oh, that. All I said was she looked like a cow.
Lady Megan is with child.
Yours? Well, that's even worse, isn't it?
Truth is sometimes a malleable thing. Justice, on the other hand. I have measured the evidence provided against your predictable denials, Baron, and I find you guilty. You will pay restitution. either in gold or territory.
I think not. Excuse me. I said, I think not. I choose to meet my accuser in the arena. As a baron of the kingdoms of doom, this is a luxury afforded to me. Braddock can refuse, of course, but if he does, the charges must be withdrawn. Then that will be that, and I will be on my way.
It is the law, Baron Braddock.
What say you, Braddock? Consider yourself above the law, above God's law.
I will gladly take up.
I wasn't speaking to you, Baron, but your lord brother.
What?
Or would you rather return to the fields of Avalon, young master? Milk more cows.
I will fight you! Brian, this is no game. I can do this, Jamie. I want to. I have to. Please be careful, brother. He's more than he seems.
There's no denying that you're a strapping young lad, Master Brian. Stun sticks to unconsciousness is the order of the day. But I'd wager that not only could you lift a small castle, but you could also beat me to a pulp with just a normal stave, couldn't you?
Let's just say I'm strong enough.
Well, now you've gone and made me curious.
Look, Master! Lord Braddock hit him so hard the balance came asunder!
If only defeating Sinister was that easy.
Brian, look out!
Consider my thirst for curiosity quenched. Do you know yet, Lord Brian, the child your wife carries? Is it a boy or a girl? I wonder, will the lady name it Brian if it's a boy, and perhaps Brianna if it's a girl? I would hope not. Sentimentality is sickening enough, but burdening a child with the name of their failed, dead father, that's just so common.
No! Brian!
All of you, on your knees. I care little for your petty disagreements, yet doom has saved you, young Lord Braddock. Perhaps gratitude is in order. Higher Avalon sits below the kingdom of Manhattan, and is long rumored to be the most favorable conduit for reaching the silent chambers. You have heard this, yes? The silent chambers where heretics and thieves work to cast me down from my throne.
I have.
Did you know that when faced with confession, there is one name they whisper, and it is Braddock? You will tell me where I might find this hidden citadel, and you will tell me now.
I'm sorry. I don't know where it is.
If one is given full dominion over a kingdom, is not that kingdom, all of it, his domain? So I must ask, if you see nothing, if you say nothing, if you do nothing, what good are you? I find you at fault, doomed. Your eyes, your tongue, your hands and feet are all forfeit.
No! King Doom! Wait! It was not my brother they spoke of! It was me!
Then you are guilty, my lord. Thors, please place the Baron under arrest for his punishment to be...
No. A baron of one of my kingdoms has betrayed me. A cancer that cannot be allowed to remain. Pull the entire house down. The entire royal family is to be publicly...
Victor! Mercy.
Yes, Susan. Of course. The Lord Brian is elevated to Baron. Young master, the kingdom is now yours. See to it that you serve me better than your brother who ruled before you. Furthermore, I order Baron Sinister to be publicly whipped, and the former Baron of Avalon removed from my sight.
Aye, All-Father!
Do well, brother. I am sorry, and thank you for your mercy, my king.
The mercy was for the innocent. I have none for you, Braddock. You get the shield.
Valeria, are you coming? I'll catch up, Mom. I need to speak with the sheriff first.
I hope whatever news you have is mundane, Valeria. I would rather be done with excitement for the day.
I'm not sure I can promise you that, Stephen. As you know, the two offices we hold represent the dueling ideologies of my father. You are the law, while I am his left hand, the foundation.
Yes, science called discovery, and religion called doom.
Exactly. So in the past, our two independent branches, you and I, have had our fair share of disagreements, which is why Father created certain protocols to follow in the case of future ideological breaches.
Young lady, why do I feel like you're getting ready to tell me something I should already know?
Actually, that's exactly the opposite of what's happening here. I'm bringing this to you immediately, as I believe we've just had such an incident. Minister Powers uncovered something interesting. Oh, couldn't help myself, sir. I just love bright, shiny things. I've looked over the findings in Alex's initial report. Like much of what lies below the surface of this planet, the object is made of some fairly exotic stuff, structurally different than what we've encountered before, but well within what I would call the realm of possible matter.
Valeria, I'm not sure what...
Keep reading. Third paragraph of the analysis, after the design schematic of the object. It's something you and the law might call impossible, possibly heretical. As the carbon dating of the object puts its age somewhere well before the
That's quite enough, Valeria. If true, this is schism. I will send agents to seal off the site, and you will recall your team, suspending all research activities immediately. I am invoking quarantine. The shield.
250 feet tall and 16,000 miles long. Each bit built by God Doom's own hands. As good a place as any for a man to die.
Once I saw you from the street as a boy. I looked up and imagined you a god. Or if not a god, at least something greater than just a man.
And now you get to watch me fall. Look how far you've come.
I have absolutely no desire to see such a thing, my lord.
Then this will be a lesson for you.
One you should learn now and remember for all your days. There are no great men above reproach, just God and his whims to which we are mercy.
I'm sorry, but it's time, Baron. Have you any final words?
When they come to pull you down, don't let them drag you, son. You jump. And take as many other bastards with you as you can.
What's that I smell? Fresh meat, so sweet. Carve you up, pass you out. Yeah, I'm gonna share you with the others, but only on one condition. I'm keeping your brains for myself.
This is the horror that lies beyond the wall, the Deadlands. Built to keep out the nightmares that live there, the shield holds back not just the zombie horde, but also the seasonal migration of the drone army that is the Annihilation Wave, both of which pale in comparison to the damned Ultron AI, self-replicating, super-evolving automatons that systematically try to break containment every generation. We and the sentinels who guard the shield have lost many defending it over the years. It is no small burden, this calling of ours. As you are learning now, I...
Castle Doom.
It's done! He died well for someone who just this morning had the world at his feet.
Yes. Well, it was the will of God, wasn't it? Who are we to question such a thing?
Providence! The crucible of the faithful! If that will be all for today, Sheriff, the great hall of Doomguard calls, and I long for the loving embrace of mead.
Unfortunately, there's one more thing I need before you're done for the day.
What could there possibly...
I need an old hand at the wheel for what is a very old problem. Schism. We've suffered a breach, and it must be contained.
Sheriff, if the heretics of AIM have once again started...
No, this has nothing to do with seditious conspiracy stories spun by advanced idea mythologies. Old friend, this is real. This is concrete. There is an object. I need it quarantined. And later, examined.
Quarantined? Yes, children fear stories of monsters. Men fear the spectre of death. And God, he fears the loss of believers. Quarantine is for things that cause doubt.
We stopped as soon as the word came down. A bit too quickly, if you ask me. Lots of interesting stuff here. Hard to keep my hands off it.
Don't touch! Understand? What do you mean by doubt? You now live in a floating castle. It's a strange world out there. Chaotic. Sometimes things occur that seem to contradict the Godhead of Doom. Well, are they real?
Don't touch. Don't touch. Oh, that looks interesting.
The question isn't are they real, it's do they matter? There is an order to this world, and that order has a name. It is Doom, and there is nothing lurking in the shadows that can threaten his reign. If there was, we would stand against...
God forgive me. It's just so...
Oh no! Stop!
Oh, it opened.
Stay back! What is it? What's in there? What do you see? My god-doomed grave! Go! Ah! Go! Go now! Tell the sheriff that we found death here! Fly, brother! Fly!
What is this place?
Not our Earth, not any planet in our native galaxy.
But we're alive, so the design you stole worked. I've also accessed the raft's diagnostics. The compression of all space-time might have led to some kind of external distortion while we were in stasis. But there is something very wrong with these readings.
Thanos! I found this one trying to slip away! Perhaps he can tell us! Yes, Proxima. Perhaps he can. Tell me, creature. Tell me, where are we?
This is Doom's world, which he made to test both the faithful and the unforgiven. The firmament created with his own hands.
I want a name, you dithering, feeble worm.
This place, the Highborn call it Latverion. Believers call it God's kingdom. But everyone else, we common folk, call it something else. We call it Battleworld.
Some good news to start. No reports of any major incidents from the Shield in the last week. There were a few minor skirmishes in the kingdoms. The Inferno smolders as usual. The Green North rages. We have scattered reports of a traveler illegally crossing kingdom borders in mutant territory. But Inquisitors have been dispatched and I await further information. Oh, and while Baron Sinister made good on the restitution he owed Higher Avalon, he could not resist taunting the Braddock clan on their recent loss. He had a most unflattering statue of Baron James constructed and delivered. I tell you this simply to note that, sooner or later, we're going to have to give that man the slap he deserves.
Why do you bother with this, Stephen?
What do you mean?
You know full well what I mean. This banality. This tedious record-keeping of minor transgressions.
No more tedious than this disagreement we have had many, many times, my lord. You know full well why I do it. You are omnipotent, not omniscient. The danger to your throne and this world, the last world, comes from what we do not know.
Yes, but this is a world like any other world of old, full of danger, and we will face such things as we always have, together, and in the order in which they present themselves. I remember all of our disagreements, Stephen, and your reports still concern me little.
You're in a damn tricky mood today, aren't you?
The troubles of gods are infinite and beyond man's understanding. But it wouldn't take a god to divine that this day the same is true of you. What's wrong, old friend?
Like everyone on this world, I know that you are God. But unlike them, I remember you and I making all of this, saving what we could, creating what we could not. And when we disagree, I remember that I could have been God and not you.
And I remember that you did not want it.
I still don't, but I do remember, and know how precious what we have left is, so I guard it fiercely.
Which is why I am not concerned. I do not know everything, but I do know that you are out there, keeping what should be hidden secret, uncovering that which should be known. You have my faith in you, the trust of an all-powerful God, the full favor of Doom.
Thank you, Victor.
Of course. So, do we have any other truly pressing business?
Actually, there was one other. Hold on.
What is it?
The unknown becoming known, I'm afraid. Foreboding news from Doomguard. Later, the kingdom of Utopolis. It's worse than I initially feared. We have fallen. Are you sure that in the heat of battle you saw clearly? They came out of the vessel.
Yes, Sheriff! I'm sure of it!
You trust your eyes, but I'm not so sure I can trust mine. Something is wrong here, and we must look closer. Once I had another eye, but it was lost some time ago. God Doom saw fit to give me a better one, all-seeing, and what I see here is not of this time, not of this world. And now I also see, we are not alone. How many of them were there?
I'm sorry, but I cannot say for sure. More than a few. More than enough. We've completed our search of the immediate area, Sheriff. 6, maybe 7 tracks leading south away from the vessel.
How far could they have gotten?
According to our young Thor here, this cowardly attack happened less than 2 hours ago. Our brother who fell was mighty, so assume they are fast. Assume they are strong. If they walked or ran 100 leagues, if they could fly 4 times that.
Call it 500 then. It could be a feint. Take everyone and cover the first 50 leagues. If you do not come across them, split your force and send half by glyph 500 leagues out. Then work towards one another. I know you are angry. I am angry. But bring me someone alive. God will have questions. Are you ready?
I don't know. It's my first day. It wasn't supposed to be like this.
Once, every day was dark like this. Bringing order to a thing takes great effort and has a high cost. At the Shield, there are scores of these. Your brothers before you who paid with their lives so that we all might inherit a better world. We will all fall one day. But for you, even in death, you are a sentinel. Rest well, loyal son. You have earned it. As for our hidden friend, you can come out now. We are alone. Let's go. Don't make me come in there. Okay, you got me. But, I come in peace, okay? Look, I have no idea what happened or what's going on, but the last thing I remember was sneaking on you've been aboard the vessel this entire time. Yeah, and like I said, who are the others on your ship? It wasn't my ship, and I've had no idea who those guys are. All I know is I snuck in trying to figure out what these guys, bad guys, because who else dresses that way, were doing in that giant dome. Because like another world had appeared in the sky and the dome opened and wait, a world in the sky. Are you telling me you remember? Castle Doom.
Did you know there are tales of old, long-forgotten myths? Of mortals building great towers so they could be closer to God. The stairs are unnecessary, Susan. I would meet you wherever you choose.
It's the strangest thing. I was walking in the great square today.
Alone, I assume. The good Sheriff Strange will have something to say about you, once again leaving your royal escort behind.
The sheriff is a bleating old boar. He should concern himself with the kingdoms, or you, but certainly not me. As I am not seen if I don't want to be seen, and on the chance that I am, I'm more than capable of handling myself.
Of course. Forgive me. You were saying something about the square.
The retinues of the upper and lower kingdoms were leaving Doomstadt this morning, and they were singing a song about the man and the sun. Do you know about this?
I have not heard it sung. but I am aware of it. Is that what you are up here thinking about?
If you knew, then why haven't you discouraged it?
Because I had hoped you would hear it and be pleased.
I miss him, Victor.
I know. Still, your brother defied us. I would have struck Jonathan down where he stood, or worse, sent him beyond the shield. But I left his punishment up to you, Susan. You chose to lift him up and bring light to what was a too dark, self-illuminated world. So now he is the sun.
I know I wasn't wrong. He was a dissident, a rebel, and I know that, if he could, he would have pulled me down along with you. But still I loved him, and wanted to somehow honor him.
Honor? You should have listened more closely to the song. They're quite serious. Did you know there are even those who worship him now in the upper and lower kingdoms? It is no small thing to be worshipped, Susan.
There was a time, before all that fuss, when some believed the reason our world had no sun was because you were offended at the idea of something shining brighter than you in the sky.
The idea is offensive.
Oh?
But true. And truth is always the sharpest blade. It always cuts the deepest. Earlier, Stephen mentioned that I seemed troubled. He was right. But the strong man can show very few his wounds. Doom can show only one. Look at me, Susan. I have changed.
I know, and you've changed for the better.
I have told you my secrets. You know I was not always a god. I believed in the rightness of me. Given my gift to shape all of reality, I would make something better than the shapers of old. And yet, look at what it actually is.
We all make mistakes.
You misunderstand. There is no flaw in the world. It is the world I wanted. But my people are restless because I fail to properly inspire them. I am a poor god. I think now that once having made the world, I should have removed myself. Perhaps the gods of old had it right. It is better to be unseen, demanding faith, and beyond being defined by the mundane. I'm beginning to think that in my perfect world, I am the one flawed thing.
Well, I disagree.
And yet, I am flawed. All this power, and still I cannot heal my face.
Your face? Oh, Victor, I remember when we found each other. I remember me choosing you. Not because of how you looked, but because of your mind and your heart. And then to find out what you had done to save us all. I know you better than anyone, and you couldn't be more wrong. You shouldn't remove yourself. You should meet the people in the streets. They understand your perceived power. Show them your real strength. Take off your mask, Victor.
So they can see this.
so they can see what I see. A god with great love for his people.
The hidden isle of Agamotto.
Where are we?
My sanctum sanctorum, a safe haven from the world and its prying eyes, and a place of remembrance of all that has been lost. God Doom has made a world of many wonders. I have seen mirrors of those I have known, lives lived differently, or even stranger, the unrecognizably similar. For instance, much of what was a place called Wakanda can be found in the Upper Kingdom, both in design and function. When I saw the vessel you found, I was not surprised. But to find that it held refugees from the time before, well, that requires full understanding.
Oh man, you've got another one!
Yes, I do. Young Thor, if you would, try to open this vessel in the same manner as the last, and with great care, please.
I can try. The Mulloid that was... I think I've got...
So, are we there yet? Because I swear it doesn't look like we're there yet. Hey! Peter, is that you? Miles? Yeah! No way! How are you here? For that matter, how are any of us here? Last thing I remember, the world was ending. And you're here, Doctor Strange. A man who disappeared months ago. What's going on, Stephen? That depends on your answer to the question of worlds. Are you really my Captain Marvel, or some other universe's version of the Carol I once knew? Better put, am I really who you think I am? Are you really you? Well, you sound like an idiot, which seems familiar enough. Even if that were true, are you really the only ones who survived? No, there are a few more of us. Oh! Cyclops, you've become the Phoenix! The dream is immortal, Doctor. Some of us were made for resurrection, but some of us made it through better than others. Unbelievable. Is that really you, Stephen? Memento mori. Illuminatus. My God, man. It's good to see you. How did you survive the collapse? How are you here? It's quite a story. A long one. But you built this craft to survive the end of everything. Amazing. There were defects, weaknesses. We lost people. We lost people. 1 second more, and maybe I could have saved them. Minutes ago they were right here, and now I can't even tell how much Oh God. Where exactly are we? I have to warn you, this situation we are in, it's more complicated than you might think. It's not just the where that should concern you, but also the when. What do you mean? You've been in stasis, gone quite some time. Well, I think an hour's a long time. I get bored. How long are you talking about? 8 years. Everything died, but in that moment of death, God made a new world. This one. He constructed it out of the remnants of incursion points between collapsing worlds. Some of what we would call our Earth remains. Most does not. You should know, however, that no one remembers the worlds before. Only this one. How is that possible? It's quite simple, actually. Exactly how well do you remember 8 years ago? Most of it is partial recollections amid moments of clarity. At first, as the world was shaped, it took constant effort to synchronize the new history with the old. But now it's much easier, especially since God controls the areas of study in the ministries of science. Who is it? Excuse me? God. Who is this God you're talking about? Doom. It's Doom, Reed.
Victor saved us all. Stephen, how long ago did you find our raft?
3 years ago. I suppose I knew there was something inside of great consequence, but I had to weigh that against other things. Victor Von Doom is a god and rules over everything in this world, and yet you had to weigh that against other considerations? What in the world could matter so much that you left us here, buried alive, Stephen? Explain it to me! It's easy to explain, Reed. He is very, very good at playing God.
Did you notice the sun today? It's madness, my favorite kind. But I swear, the sun is orbiting this planet and not the other way around. Fascinating.
The kingdom of Utopolis.
To say it is a strange land is an understatement, Maximus. But fascinating, hardly.
We covered good ground today, but this wasteland seems unending. A barren nothingness. Tomorrow we should split up, head in different directions.
We should have done things differently back at the raft. The yellow peasant class seemed useless, but that Thor, he had an aged look. We should have questioned him. I bet he knew things. I agree. We should have kept him alive.
There is no need for mercy, no need to regret what was lost. Oh, really? Because you think if we just muddle along, we'll somehow eventually find the answers to our questions? No, the answers will find us. I know it.
And how is that, Thanos?
Because I am looking up. Here's the thing you need to understand about how this world is different from the old one. The Earth that was, the universe that was, the multiverse that was. These were all formed by some higher order, some alien, ethereal other thing that perfectly constructed not just the material nature of everything, but the rules that governed it as well. But this world, the new world, it was formed from the shattered remnants of broken Earths. I know, for I watched Doom will them into singularity. If there's one thing you hear, let it be this. The new world is unnatural, and survival is its first and highest purpose. The hidden isle of Agamotto, sanctum of Sheriff Strange. As such, it is a place of testing, of constant conflict, and it needs a god with a firm hand. Thus, Battleworld. Thus, Doom. Long may he wear his crown.
Okay, when you talk like that, you do know you sound insane, right?
Exactly. The only thing more insane is that cape you're wearing. And let me tell you, it's fantastic. I have to have one.
How, Stephen? How did it happen? Do you remember when our secret brotherhood couldn't understand why the early death of everything was happening? Worlds, universes crashing together. You believed that there was someone or something behind it. Well, you were right. There was something behind it. Unfortunately, no one could stop the perfect annihilation plan that the Beyonders had put in motion, but we could stop them. So we did. How? We killed them and took their power for ourselves. I looked into the abyss that was omnipotence and ran from it. Doom did not. Then he saved all that there was left to save. And now you serve him. Now he is God. Doubt him if you want. Defy him. Curse his very existence. It doesn't matter. He reigns.
So, it's all gone? My world? My friends and family?
Not all of it. Some small bits remain. Some of your New York. A small portion of Wakanda. Is that enough? Is it enough to remind us of who we were in the face of where we are now? There are times when this world falls far short of what I hoped it would be. But it is real. It exists. And that counts for something.
Then I have to ask, sorcerer, because I've had a recent revolution in personal ideology. If you had the power, if you had the means, if you were the one playing God and the world you want is not the one you have, don't you have the responsibility to burn it down and raise up something better? Isn't that the real burden that comes with the kind of power Doom has? Isn't it the burden of power I have?
That's something I would never...
Excuse me, Sheriff. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I am newly raised and do not know the significance of this. What does it mean?
Our attention is needed elsewhere.
Take heart, brothers and sisters! I have sounded the alarm and summoned the host!
The kingdom of Utopolis.
This will not wait, brother. The battle goes poorly. 2 of our number are badly injured. We cannot hold quarantine, and if these rogues scatter, some will surely escape to other kingdoms before reinforcements arrive. Lawlessness is a disease, an infectious wound we cannot let rot the world. I must take this matter to God.
Violence! Violence. How the simple love their violence. It's so predictable. Most things are. Which is why I do so love surprises. Look there, Maker. What is that curious man up to? Surrender? Pacifism?
Something a bit more foreboding, Maximus. I believe he is praying. Castle Doom.
All-Father, I beseech you, hear my prayer!
A supplicant. What is this?
I think I know. Earlier today, I informed the sheriff that my science team had found something potentially heretical in the kingdom of Utopolis. He sent your lawmen to investigate. I'm guessing things aren't going too well, Father.
Very well, Thor. Continue.
There is chaos in your kingdoms, and we need your guiding hand, All-Father. I have no doubt we can prevail, regardless of the cost. But there is something unnatural at work here, and you needed to know.
Perhaps, but most men cannot tell foolishness from foresight. So I judge things with my own eyes, or the ones I have available to me. Show me what you see, Thor. Show me this chaos. Valeria.
First thoughts? The Thor is right. The outcome is difficult to predict. I mean, we've seen this before. I'm showing recorded occurrences of multiple titans of this designation, but it's worth noting that none of those extrapolate out to the energy levels this one is giving off. What do you see, Father?
Mortals fighting mortals. Irritants that do not rise to the level of my consideration. I see gnats that do not concern me.
I think you might be underestimating what we're looking at here, Victor. Even my force fields could not withstand the repeated hammering of a Mjolnir. Perhaps you should reconsider intervening.
That won't be necessary, Susan. Look, Stephen has arrived. An updated projection, Valeria.
More favorable, of course, but actually less predictable. Like I said before, we have analogs of many of the things I'm seeing, but there are slight or, in some cases, rather large differences. Call them variables. See the same variable enough times, and it becomes a constant, all of which sends me leaping to some pretty dramatic conclusions. I think I might want to take a much harder look at all this.
I must confess, there is something disquieting and familiar about all of this.
Victor, look here. I don't know what it is about this one, my love, but there's something different about him. Something special.
Yes, indeed there is. I spent years looking in every corner of every kingdom for some version of you. And now, here you are, brought before me. Susan, summon the surgeons. Tell them to prepare for wounded.
Has something caught your eye, my love?
Yes, my queen. It stirs me to action. But fear not. I will return shortly. Richards.
Is he talking to me? I don't really care for his tone.
No, he is most certainly not talking to you.
So it's true. It really is you, isn't it, Victor? It's amazing. An artificial construct of reality. A world where there should be nothing. Look at what you've made.
Yes, I did what you and all of your ilk could not. I saved the unsavable in the face of total annihilation. I am a miracle worker, but here you are. So you must be as well.
We built a ship. All we saved was ourselves. I can't help but notice you decided to put yourself on a throne.
Yeah, we're all absolutely shocked by that. Just floored.
A throne. I've had a throne for quite some time. A throne was my birthright. I've placed myself a good bit higher than that.
Have you?
I have my doubts. If one plays at being a god, one would not shy away from saying it. I am God. I understand this must be confusing for all of you, but take heart, for while I am mighty, I am also merciful. I will give you a moment to readjust your old ways of thinking. Then you will bend your knee and bow your head at my feet. Believe in me, for this world is mine!
I do not need a moment, and I do not need your mercy. For holding a thing, shaping a thing, does not make it yours forever. Things change. They evolve. The future cannot be denied. In the end, you're just like every other man, for a time playing at something greater than what you are. And I am mutant, more than man. I am the future here in the present, and all worlds, even yours, belong to us. This planet is ours. This planet is mine.
What are you doing, Stephen?
My eyes have seen things over the years, T'Challa. I have hidden many of them.
The future. That future you speak of is a dream, boy. And the dream, remember this, the dream is over. Where did you send them, Stephen?
I scattered them to the wind.
Why?
Because we both know what was about to happen. They would have refused to bow before you, and then you would have felt compelled to eliminate such behavior, with prejudice. I couldn't allow that.
You think that's an indulgence, but you know what they are going to try to do. They won't be able to help themselves. It's their nature. It's his.
Maybe it's mine as well. Those are people we really know, from the old world, and I have lived a lifetime with some of them. We did great things together.
And have you and I not done great things together, old friend?
Of course we have, but I won't have anything to do with this.
Call them back.
No.
You will not test me, Stephen.
I didn't even tell him what you've done, and I'm sure he's going to be hard at work solving the problem of you. How much harder do you think Reed Richards is going to try when he finds out that you stole his entire life? Look at you. Even with all this power, you're still afraid of him. Well, you know what, old friend? I think you should be.
Before the world, there was the ether. We cannot call it heaven, or forever, or any other joyful thing, for it was nothing, and in this ocean of absence, there was only God Doom and his first disciple, our fallen leader, Stephen Strange. Think on it, brothers and sisters. There was nothing, and then there was everything. And the only witness to the miracle of creation, besides the All-Father himself, was the good Sheriff Strange. What an honor! What a life! If Valhalla is for the brave, Stephen, then there you will be a king! Of all of us, you are truly the most worthy! What the hell is going on here? Shh.
We'll speak later. There is going to be a public memorial later where all the various kingdom barons and citizens of Doomguard can pay their respects. But he was your friend, Victor, and I thought you would appreciate something more personal.
Of course. Thank you, Susan.
Franklin, would you please... Okay. I'm sorry you died, Mr. Strange. I liked you a lot. When we find out who did this, I'm gonna mash them into little pieces. Just you watch. You know, he and I didn't always see eye to eye. But there's no arguing whether or not the sheriff was a great man. He was certainly that. I'm sorry, Dad.
We live our lives defined by the choices we make. And in the end, the high cost of living is death. We all deserve better.
Well, I'm the reason he was out there. My team found the vessel and he quarantined it. So maybe this is all my fault and I should just be smart enough to just keep my head down. But you know me. I have to ask, why are you now tasking my office with tracking down the people who did this? More than that, Dad, why aren't they dead? I mean, really, who escapes the judgment of God in a situation like this?
No one has escaped anything, Valeria. But it is unwise for me to pursue them at this time. I'm upset, and in such a state, I just might break the world. So you will find them, and then I will show you what real judgment looks like.
Okay, but I still don't understand how they all escaped. If I'm going to find these people, I have to know everything about them. I know something unexpected happened out there, Father, and I want to know what it was.
Undying love and eternal patience are not the same thing, child. Do not confuse them. I need you to find these people. I need you to catch them. And I need you to do it without asking any more questions. Are you the daughter of Doom, capable of all things?
Yes, sir.
Then find them. Damn you, Stephen.
Find the quietest place in the world, call it here, call it now, and if you close your eyes and listen, you still won't be able to hear a thing. Not one thing, Victor. Like most things that perceive, our ears lie so much. But if you sit still, unmoving, at peace with your place in the universe, you can feel it. A slight rumbling in your stomach, a disturbance in the world, one resonating in your guts. We have the appearance of peace, of being whole, but I think it all might just fly apart if we're not careful. Did you bring me something to eat?
I'm sorry. I did not. It didn't occur to me. I had other things on my mind.
I devoured everything, Victor, but I'm still hungry. From the top of my head right down to my little toe bits. Countless microscopic cells swimming in the sea of Owen, and each one craves nourishment. If I don't eat something soon, I'll just be skin and bones.
Stephen Strange is dead.
Well, well, well now, isn't that a surprise? Was it cancer? It's always cancer.
No, it was inner decay of a different sort. His doubt killed him.
Interesting, surprising, unexpected, even. How is that possible? Because he knew, he was there, he saw it, but then our eyes are like our ears. They lie too, don't they?
He was only there at the end, Mr. Reese. And even I was not there at the start. In the beginning, it was just you and them.
No, it was just them. The Lords of the White Light, those from beyond. Beyonders, omnipotent, all-powerful, more curious than a cat. They built whole universes, random ideas given form. They tested them. They twisted life into every shape possible. They pushed it as far as it could go. And then they got bored with life and started loving the idea of death. Sometimes you've tinkered all you can, and the only thing left to do is to tear it all down and start over. So then, they made me.
Yes, you. Owen Reese, the Molecule Man. A bomb built to destroy a universe.
Not a bomb, the bomb. Bomb, 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 bomb. Set me off and watch me explode. It was a good plan. The Beyonders, they really knew their stuff. They made one of me to kill a universe, and all of me to kill the multiverse. The same person across all of reality, sliced up into little delicious bites. But do you know what the Beyonders forgot to plan for, Victor?
Yes, they made you a man. They gave you choice. We live our lives defined by the choices we make. And in the end, the high cost of living
is me. I had a choice, and my choice was you.
Tell me, Victor, do you ever wonder who exactly found who? Forwards and backwards in time, was it you who found me, or I who found you?
The order is of little consequence. What mattered was that we both knew what had to be done. You were a bomb meant to simultaneously explode. So we decided to set some of you off early. Blow the primer to diminish the charge.
We had to kill me, lots and lots of me's. At first it was a cost I was willing to pay. And we built a religion of black swans around that idea. With each me that was killed, I lost a bit of what made me. Me. It's a cost I was willing to pay. But the madness wasn't worth it. We weren't going to prevent the early death of the multiverse. The Beyonders had built me too well. So we got tricky. And that's when Steven joined us, right before the end. While the swans were busy killing me's, you and I were busy building something else. A better bomb. A better me.
We are beyond dreamers, destroyers. Oh, reality, our whim. Who dares stand before us? Doom.
We couldn't stop the Beyonders from destroying everything, but we could draw them out. Destroy them. Steal their power. And store it someplace safe, where it could be used to preserve some of what had been lost.
The Molecule Man will serve as a conduit, Stephen. Together, we can save the remnants of worlds. The scale of it, the scope. How do you choose what lives and dies? It's too much to fathom, Victor. It's too much. I can't. You have to do it.
And now, Steven is dead, gone, goodbye. His remaining bits buried deep in the ground.
Yes. I want you to know that it was me who put him there.
I know. You think I couldn't smell the guilt on you. You reek of shame, God!
Stephen may not have fully comprehended it, but he made his decision, and it marked him as a threat to what we have built. He left me no choice.
And so our good friend, the doctor, had to go. I think you've started something, Victor. An unraveling that just might take us all down. Makes me wonder which of us is next. If we kiss God Doom goodbye, then say farewell to this world also, as you're the one who's holding it together.
And what if it's you, Mr. Reese?
Well, won't that be exciting? Just how we like it. Next time, bring me something to eat!
The Department of Science, the Future Foundation, Justice Division.
Okay, everyone, listen up. God has a job for us, and when I say God, I do mean Daddy. We're gonna play a game of hide and seek with a bunch of bad boys and girls who present a threat to the kingdoms and possibly the world itself. Doom wants us to find these rebels. So, as of now, all other projects are suspended. No deep diving in the negative zone inside the planet, no cataloging objects of power, none of it. And Bentley, that includes your little experiments south of the shield. Oh, come on. Life's tough. Alex, Dragon, fill everyone in on what we know about the crime scene. Well, as you guys know, we've developed some pretty specialized equipment for detecting and differentiating specific energy signatures. I mean, it's always been hard because our world naturally gives off so much background radiation. You know, God particles, the stuff of doom, which, as you also know, radiates out from the point of its highest concentration, Castle Doom.
Now, this is the basic energy found at the heart of everything on our planet. We're all made of this stuff, which is why until we built our equipment, we couldn't tell any of it apart. Obviously, now we can. And since we've been recording the readings, we've noticed there are always tiny energy spikes popping up when one of his agents...
Thors! God, I hate the Thors!
Anytime one of his agents is deployed, these are pretty easy to pick out.
As are major incidents of Doom stuff. Like when God himself acts, the readings are off the chart, like a small star lighting up the whole world.
Excuse me, I'm not sure I recognize the significance of this information, Alex. All of what you're saying is exactly what would be expected.
And such data bores us.
What's interesting, Dr. Tesla, is that we've been documenting all this for the last year, and in all the world there's been only one person who's reading whose power was completely independent of Doom's. The Sheriff. His power spiked on the negative side. It always read as an absence of Doom. Call it dark matter, and it spiked yesterday before the rebels disappeared. We believe that Stephen Strange is the one who scattered whoever these people are, which implies what? Mind control? Possession?
I foresee something worse.
So do I, Nostradamus. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this all the way to the end of the line.
Doomguard.
No matter where it goes.
Egyptia.
I'll handle any noise from the throne, but for now, what we learn stays with us.
Bar Sinister.
Understand?
Doomstot.
I want to know what really happened. I want to know who these people are. I want to know where they disappeared to. I want to know what they're capable of. And more than anything else,
the Shield.
We have to find out what they want. And why it scares God so badly.
3 weeks later. Castle Doom.
I'll be honest, Dad. I don't have very good news.
My world is in disarray, Valeria. Recent disorder has escalated into open rebellion in several kingdoms. In that chaos, my Thors grow weary, and an ill wind portends even worse to come. Nevertheless, I would have the truth from you, daughter. And I would have it now.
Okay, if you say so. Basically, the search for the rebels who killed Stephen Strange has been a failure. Even if we're super patient, extrapolating out the little success we've had over a longer period of time, honestly, Dad, our chances pretty much suck. The only luck we've had was Apocalypse stumbling onto these two several days ago. The Baron and his horsemen did quite a number on them, but they were still intact enough for us to get a look inside their heads. First, we found out that the Beast Man is called Corbus. The other is, apparently, his proxy. Then we...
Hold. Is she correct?
No. They are not companions. They are husband and wife. The male is Corvus Glaive. She is Proxima Midnight. They are the surviving members of the Black Order, the generals of the tyrant Thanos. I must say, confession, my love, is the manifestation of contrition. If this one has truly seen the error of her ways, why do you have to ask for information that should be freely given?
She was lost, Susan. This black swan is from another world. It will take her time to find her way. But you will find it, won't you, child?
I am home, my lord. Anu esetu damik.
Good. And is there anything else you think we should hear at this time?
There was the battle. We were all there with you. And then, suddenly, we were gone. Scattered. I then made my way here. I can only assume that Corvus and Proxima found each other. Of the rest, I do not know. But you do know who they are. Some, not all. Then tell us what you do know. Tell us who you...
Forgive me, Susan, but that is secondary to my primary concern. At the moment, I only care where these rebels are now, and that they are brought before me. Tell us, Valeria. Deep in the recesses of our captives' minds, was there a kernel, some sliver of information telling us where the others are?
Do we know anything of their plans?
I'm sorry, Father. No. We have no idea where they are. We have no idea what they're doing.
The Foundation.
You guys getting this? Yep, you're coming in loud and clear. How are things on the God Daddy front? Ever get the feeling you're being lied to? Not really, no. That's because I'm an awesome liar. A super liar, actually. It might be my best trait. You think? I don't know. I could be lying. Ignore Bentley. You okay? I've got spiders in my head, Alex. I'm having a hard time ignoring my normal instincts and keeping my nose from where it shouldn't be. Well, speaking of, we've had a breakthrough in our little experiment. You finally filtered out the background radiation of the planet and found the source of my father's power? Uh-huh. Where? You're standing on it. Okay, I gotta go then. Oh, hey, wait! One final interesting item. The night machine found more of these drone things. 6 this time. We added the new locations in with the others we found. It extrapolates out to a geometric search pattern. Somebody's looking for something. What do you think? Who's building this crap?
Project 42, somewhere inside Battleworld. If we treat this simply as a problem to be solved, then I would argue the question of can we must be secondary to should we. Well, I would argue that you're wrong. The primary problem, our only problem, is finding a way to defeat Doom. To that end, we need to locate a weakness, some kind of crack in that heavenly armor of his. And if we defeat him, I mean to destroy him. Semantics. What then happens to this world? All that remains of what was? Does it just fly apart? Simply cease to exist? Or would it somehow remain? We have to be concerned about what's on the other side of Doom. Your premise is flawed, Reed. The belief that, no matter what, he's going to be able to hold it together. Just look. I'm downloading the data from your probes now. The Prophet has raised an army, an endless legion of Doom deniers that now marches towards his throne and the World Tree. The Prophet. This is another one of your side projects. Maybe. It makes me wonder, if I confessed all of my secret plans, would you also tell me yours? No, of course you wouldn't. Who could ever truly understand the machinations that go on inside that head of yours? So, perhaps we should simply agree to focus on the problem that brought us together. How to kill a god. And I told you already, I'm not ready to consider that. You know, I look at your face, which is my face, and I see the age on it. I wonder how it became so sentimental, so soft, so weak. It's easy, Reed, when you learn to care about things other than yourself. You mean, things like this. Our problem, as I see it, is determining how Victor came to possess such power. And how are we going to do that? Oh, a plan exists. I've got my best people working on it. Castle Doom.
What's the gizmo say? I don't think it's working right. It says it's over there somewhere, around 60 to 70 feet in that direction, but the focal point is about 10 feet down, which doesn't make sense. Right, because there's a giant statue in the way. It could be buried underneath. Actually, there's a trapdoor. I found it earlier. You're looking for the source too, aren't you? Holy evil plans. The rumors are true. Is that really you, Val? Am I supposed to know you? It's me, Spider-Man. Peter. How did you know we were looking for the thing? Because I was too. I had my people working on finding the source. But I'm sorry, I don't know you. Hey, let me see that. Obviously built by the same person who made the drones. Might as well have signed their name to it. This is embarrassing. Who built this?
Reed Richards? Never heard of him. It doesn't matter. Tell him I said this is shoddy work and he should get his act together, okay? Sure. So are you coming inside with us? I've spent the last hour thinking about it, and, no. I don't think I'm going in. Why not? Because I already have spiders in my head, and finding out that my father might not be quite who he says he is would be, well, look, end of the day, I'm just a kid. I'm not emotionally prepared for that kind of stuff, so you go on without me. The trapdoor's at the base of the statue. Oh, but you're going to have to answer a couple questions if you want me to keep this quiet. Sure. Were you on the ship? That vessel we found? One of them. It was a life raft. Okay. And none of you from the raft killed Stephen Strange, did you? No, of course not. Right. I didn't think so. Can you feel that? Tectonic plates grinding at the edges, like pieces from different puzzles trying to form a single picture, but they never will. Understand? They don't belong together. It's going to fly apart. I know it is. I devoured everything. I ate it all, but I'm still hungry. Hello, Spider-Man. Who is... Oh, boy. It's Owen Reese, the Molecule Man. That's me. Did you bring me something to eat? I didn't actually know there would be someone down here. I didn't. I'm sorry. No, Owen, I don't have anything. Me eat... Hey, wait. I forgot. I do have something. There's a hamburger in my pocket. I have to have it! How do you forget you have a hamburger in your pocket? We've been busy. It's a hamburger. Hamburgers are what I like. Puberty is rough, Pete. I'm starving all day long, 'cause I'm gonna be big. No, Miles, I mean, where did you get it? Don't say your pocket. From home, my Earth. So you're telling me that's an 8-year, 3-week-old hamburger. I don't think the suspended animation counts. Okay, so that's a 3-week-old hamburger? Yeah. And? Oh man, he shouldn't eat that. Oh, so good! So good, and now I feel much better, momentarily connected enough to guess where this is headed. You're following a certain tendril, spiders scurrying along a very particular web. I'm right, aren't I? Maybe. We were sent to find the source of Doom's power. All I can see here is a big white room. Any idea around here we might find that? Oh yes, you're looking at him.
Tell me, Baroness Pryor, what does he call himself? The Prophet, and he is the sole person behind this uprising. If I look closely, I won't find one of you standing in the shadows, propping him up.
It pains me that you think I might be capable of such treachery, my lord. Is my loyalty not apparent? Is my love not unconditional?
And if I wanted your throne, God, I would take it. The Maestro hides from no one.
In moments like these, the less I say, the better.
This prophet is real. This uprising is real. His words ring true in the absence of your own, and they have spread like a fire through the kingdoms. He has raised an army. 2 days ago, the upper and lower kingdoms fell to his mob, and it grows as he heads this way. Ignore him at your own peril, my lord. I hold the heavens up just so the earth can tremble beneath me. Damn you again, Stephen, for leaving me with all this. Do you have more to offer than deference and posturing, Apocalypse? Only the counsel of the fit, my lord. Only the counsel of the strong. You are God, and the very existence of those who say otherwise is an offense. Only the loyal should live. Kill the rest. I see. Power structures must be maintained. Dominance must be displayed. Raining a legion of Thors down upon them would meet your approval, I suppose.
Certainly. You must act.
I agree. But why waste my most loyal and most worthy on a pretender and his mob? You do it. All of you. And I warn you, tarry not. I am losing what little grace I still possess.
Well, that did not go as planned. What do you think we should do? I have some ideas, but you first.
Bar Sinister.
Okay, my dear Captain. God Doom wants me to send a full complement of warriors to disabuse these non-believers of their sinful ways. I could send less. A pittance, perhaps. Or I could send everyone, because I'm a good boy. Wait, I've got it now. I know what we should do. Let's be naughty. Now you're talking.
The Hidden Isle of Agamotto.
We only had to cross the World Sea several times before we finally found the Doctor's hidden isle. Tell me, T'Challa, what's the greater miracle? That we actually found it, or that we found it without killing one another?
The enormity of what we've been through, of all that led to this. I think I eventually realized that there was no avoiding what happened to our world. You're the king of ashes now, Namor. I am king of the dead. There is nothing left to fight over. Nothing behind us, and only this new world before us.
It's just a door, T'Challa, and a locked one at that.
You forget. Stephen left us a key. And whatever might be hidden inside.
Greetings, traveler. If you have found this, my sanctum sanctorum, it means you have braved the world sea, the great Leviathan horde, and the hidden isle itself. It also means that you have in your possession the key of Agamotto, which could have only passed from my dying hand into yours. But was it given freely, or was it taken without merit? The answer to this question will determine my true intent. Tell me, traveler, do you know the secret history of the world? Memento Mori. Illuminatis. Good. I hope my passing was of consequence. Some things, such as my knowledge of this world God Doom and I built together, will be lost forever. But some may be passed on. As such, I leave to you all the items of true significance that I own, of which there are only 2. The first is one of the few artifacts that transcends the patchwork nature of this planet. The Siege Courageous is an object of power that will transport you anywhere you wish to go, as well as transform the traveler in a manner befitting their true primal nature. My God.
What is it?
The second item is geographically restricted to Doomstadt, home to Castle Doom, the World Tree, and God himself. You might not know that this world has been constructed from the surviving remnants of worlds destroyed in the multiversal collapse. Each section is a slice of a single native universe, which is why when I found one containing all the gems, I made sure that Castle Doom was built in that section. I leave to you my most precious possession. What do you think?
Don't look at me. We both know I can't be trusted.
An infinity gauntlet. Use it wisely, and if you must, use it quickly. For it just may be the only thing on this world with which one can smite God.
Franklin, time for bed. Coming, Mom. Did you have a good day? Yeah, Galactus and I went fishing and caught a Leviathan. We even saw an entire school of them. Really? Yeah, I've never seen that many so close to the shore. It was insane. Hey, Mom? Uh-huh. Will you tell me a story before I go to bed? I'd love to. Any requests? I want to hear about the Fantastic Four. I've told you that one 1,000 times, Franklin. Yeah, I know, but I'm scared one day I'll forget if you stop telling it. Okay, one more time. There were 4 of us. It was me, my brother Jonathan, our friend Ben Grimm, and our father, Dr. Franklin Storm. We went on what we thought was going to be an incredible journey, but something went wrong and our ship crashed to the Earth. But sometimes, Franklin, failing is just the first step in an unexpected and even amazing adventure. We were changed, all of us, empowered. We became heroes and protected Earth. But then, one day, that world ended, and the world we're in now began. And that's when you met Dad. That's when he saved us. When it was forged, this world was a frightening place, a dark and dangerous time. It was night, and all that seemed to exist was war. That was when your grandfather died, and we would have died as well. But there was a light, brilliant and blinding. It was your father. He made a world from nothing. He made a world that was everything. That was the day the Fantastic Four died and was replaced with something better. Your father helped me bury my father, and then together we brought order to this world. Your Uncle Johnny even became the sun so there would be less night. But what happened to Uncle Ben? You never say, because that, young man, is another story for another day, for when you are older.
The shield, detention level.
Your story's crap, pal. You want to hear a real story? I'll tell you a true one. It's about a guy who had to leave the only family he ever had behind because God needed someone to keep the nightmares out. So I said goodbye to Sue and Johnny and became the shield so the world could have some sort of peace, some sort of chance. And now you're here telling me that it ain't been worth it?
Yes, I'm telling you that your God put you here to keep you out of the way, because he fears you, just as he feared the torch and cast him out as well. You see, I know a secret. I know who you really are, Ben Grimm. You are a warrior, a hero. And where I am from, you are the closest friend of Doom's greatest enemy. You have shamed him time and time over. Doom is a petty usurper of powers far grander than himself, speaking as one who has felt the universe writhe in his clenched fist. This power should not be left to a mortal such as he.
You saying none of this is the real deal? The whole of Battleworld is just a big load of baloney?
No, it's real. It's as real as anything. It's just not reality as it should be. Doom convinced you to live on your knees. Every day of this life, he's beaten you as you lie there. This is a painful, heartless truth. And it begs one question. Are you just going to die here? Or are you going to stand up?
The prophet emerged from the great waste, appearing from nothing. A cause fully formed, an idea given shape. This Doom is no god. And if he is no god, then why suffer under his hand? Why submit to his rule? The prophet's words were fire, He spoke of liberty, and the people pulled down their idols. He shouted freedom, and the people raised up arms. He marched his army to Castle Doom to cast out God himself. It was Providence providing the perfect man at the perfect time. But who is this great catalyst? Who is this prophet? It's me, you idiots! Maximus! You followed me here to certain doom, to the very end of all that is, and it's going to be so much fun!
The armies of your kingdoms gather to repel the army of the prophet, my lord. If you want, if you wish it, I will hurry now to join your loyalists.
No, Swan. As, like myself, I fear that once among those who take my grace for granted, you would lose yourself to anger. So we will watch from here. As I sit in judgment of those who dare stand against me.
No need to take it personally, Victor. It's what free people always do when faced with authority. You can't fight how things are, my love. I'm confident this will end no differently than all the other times. This feels different. This is something more.
Yes. Summon my Thors.
Project 42. Witness Richards, a sweet symphony. Orchestrated by me to perfection, Maximus and his army have engaged the forces of doom. With one hand we distract them, while with the other, we slip a small team, us, past them to steal the most valuable thing that's left of the multiverse. Are you sure you can pilot us in there undetected, Star-Lord? Absolutely. Probably. There's a decent chance? Then all we need is for the battle to last long enough to obscure our arrival and departure. Call me a pessimist, but I don't think the frothy mob of Maximus is going to take us the distance. Time for revelations, Reed. Unleash those secret plans of yours. Actually, they're not my plans at all. Can you hear me, T'Challa? Loud and clear, Reed. Like you're standing right here beside me. It's started. Yes, we're preparing to leave now. Are you ready? Almost. I wanted to wait until the last possible minute. This isn't really something you can put back in the box. Well, good luck. You too, Reed. Listen, T'Challa. If this doesn't work, if we fail, then that will mean this is the end, and then I will see you on the other side, my friend. Trust me, death is just a different kind of journey. To the land that I am king of. Until then, Reed, good luck.
You know, just then, I nearly started crying. There were almost actual tears.
The shield. Stay with the courageous. I'm going down.
It wasn't like I was volunteering to go, T'Challa. After all, I thought we were charging into battle with Stephen Strange's secret arsenal. Honestly, I don't even know what we're doing here. And one other thing. This King of the Dead appellation you've been spouting since before our first incursion, it's ambiguous. And frankly, don't you think it's getting a bit old?
No, I don't.
Okay. Exactly what is on the other side of that wall?
The dead.
Skin's all itchy. It's better when you kneel.
Listen to me. It is said that one who travels through a siege courageous is granted a new life. A second chance.
An opportunity to be something better, something more. Come with me and we will travel through it to the greatest battle any world has ever seen. Together, we will face a false god and strike him down. Do you know what they call what is waiting for you on the other side? Glory and honor.
Hold on a minute. I feel totally compelled to follow you, but maybe we should talk about this. I mean, we have it pretty good here. Yes, it's surprising. I find I quite like murder and eating soft, squishy things. It's like peanut butter and brains. Put them together, and you just love it so much that...
Why the hesitation, monsters? Your king is waiting for an answer.
Glory and honor? Glory and honor! Glory and honor!
Castle Doom.
Fight until you fall! Believe in me! I am the true prophet of these, the last days. There's no escaping what's coming. You have to embrace the end! Embrace it!
The army of the prophet is breaking. We don't have much time. Well, don't tease me, sister. If you want to cause a riot, someone needs to give somebody sinister some kind of order. All right, you've got it. Tell your clones we're switching sides. Time to turn on the Goblin Queen's army.
Baroness, look! The army of Sinister!
What is the meaning of this? This is about betrayal.
You've always had the heart of a traitor, Sinister! But why betray us now?
Oh, come now, Baroness. I don't have a heart at all. As for why we attacked you, betrayal is the good Captain Marvel shtick. I have much better reasons. Like I just can't stand that tacky outfit you're wearing. Feel better? You have no idea. Obviously, someone doesn't appreciate good taste. Baron, Apocalypse would like a word. The field of war, a place of true testing. It is good to be here again, to exalt the fit, to pull down the weak. You've lost your head once again, Sinister. As you have lost all sense of decorum, Baron. Tardiness, as rude as it is petulant, though it seems you are not the only late arrival. Look. The worthy. Doomguard, Citadel of the Thors.
Check it out! The Thors have arrived! Doomguard is here, Victor, but where is your host?
The Great Hall.
She lies!
No! The newcomer speaks the truth about All-Father Doom! It's the truth, and it's torn us asunder!
Nah!
Can you rise? I'll do more than that! I and some others will stay and hold the hall, while you take a rest and join the battle below. We worthy outnumber Doom's faithful. As it should be. Brothers, sisters, you know in your hearts that my words are true. You have been deceived. God Doom is not great. He is not even good. So who will come with me and do battle? Who will come with me? So that we might smite God!
Well, that's not right. The Thors are attacking the barons defending the castle. Why would they do that, Victor?
I am betrayed again. Time out. No, just look how far I've fallen. Until now, I've been a loyal servant of a sort. I've had my moments. We have. Some were greater than others, sure. But add them all together, and one could make a case for lenience. So what do you say, Apocalypse? A baron's pardon for a fellow baron?
You dare ask me for mercy? If I, Apocalypse, must bow before God Doom, then there will be no quarter given to traitors such as you, or any of the once worthy. You can fall no further, Sinister. Your condition can get no worse.
Oh, I think it can. For the Maestro is here.
World Breakers! Go! Break the world! Smash! Smash!
We're 30 clicks out. About to hit the battleground, so I'm gonna need a final destination lock. Readings confirm what Spider-Man reported. They've also remained constant up to this very minute. Our target is Castle Doom. Please get us there quickly, Mr. Quill. And unscathed. Oh, no problem. I'm plenty fast, and I sure don't get shot down. What the? It seems there's a Hulk on your ship, Mr. Quill. I suggest you get it off. Now! Taking evasive action, but a slight problem. We've lost our aft engines. Remember me promising to get us there in one piece? Yes? You might want to hold on to something.
Can you see me from your castle, Doom? For the Maestro is here, and I have brought the entire Green North to your lands. I have waited a long time for this day, and when I am done with the armies below, I am coming for you, God. I am... What is this?
Well, pal, clearly I'm a giant orange guy on his way to settle old scores. And you look like something in my way.
Look! The Maestro's ship is coming down! Run! Alas, I cannot. How embarrassing. Oh, Ben, what are you doing? An explosion. The rebels have reached the castle.
No, we would know if the lower levels had been breached. That must have been something else. Black Swan, would you?
Of course, my lord. I'll be right back. What about Ben, Victor? What are you going to do about... I think it's too late, Mom.
This chaotic world has been a wilderness, but I have found my way here. Now I see the promise of returning to who I really am. Hear me, World Eater! It is I, Terex the Enlightened, your servant. On another world I was a herald of Galactus. Now I will be your... Hey, dummy. I hope you like getting your butt kicked. Not what was promised, but any port in a storm, I suppose. Our planned exit does, however, require a proper egress. So figure something out. I've reacquired a signal lock. It's this way. Come on. You, stay here. Fix that. Oh, sure, you reeds go right ahead. When you get back, the ship will be good to go and ready to fly. I'll be right here waiting. All alone in this creepy-ass castle.
Want to save yourself some trouble and give up?
You wish, Squirt. Time for bed.
Whoa! Franklin, it's like a nightmare, Victor. What are you waiting for? Put an end to this.
I will, but not just yet. Grim was the shield, and if the shield has fallen...
Nice punch, but it's gonna take more than that. More than just you to knock me out. I'm tougher than that.
Well then, I got bad news for you, sport. There's a whole lot more than just me coming.
Yes, here they come. The Annihilation Horde.
Victor!
Well, you've done it now. Do you see that? God is here, my father, and he is totally in a bad mood. And so am I!
Wait! Hold on a second. You said he's your father. You mean Doom?
Yeah.
So that makes you Susie's kid.
Yeah, that's me, Franklin Von Doom. Now come on!
Well, this just ain't gonna have a happy ending, is it? I know we're supposed to fight some more, but I ain't gonna. Don't seem right now. You do what you gotta do, kiddo.
Oh, Franklin, what have you done? This is some show. What? It's some show. The spectacle of it. Like theater. Val, what are you— Do you trust me, Mom? Yes. Do you love me more than anything? No matter what? You're my daughter, Valeria. Of course I do. Then, come with me. I need to show you something. What do you think you are doing?
Huh? Well, right now I'm fixing my ship so that when my pals take care of this Doom person, we can get out of here. What are you doing?
Serving my God, destroying those who stand against him.
Oh, I see. You're one of those people. You think if you say scary things, I'm the type of guy who'd take it to heart, like a sheep. Well, listen up, lady. I'm a big bad wolf who does big bad things. I don't necessarily like it, and I certainly don't relish it, but I just can't help my nature. So why don't you go on back to wherever you came from, before this turns into one of those I told you so kind of things, okay?
Ah! Oh, spleen! Oh, my spleen!
I'm sure it hurts, for pain is what precedes the great collapse. We all have an extinction cycle. This is yours. I am a black swan, and this is my nature.
Where'd you go? A little piece survives the end of everything, and then I go and lose. Ah! There you are. Okay, last chance. If you stop right there, if you stop right now, I promise I won't use this.
One final empty threat. What a fool you are. You're bleeding on my God's throne, little man. Time to die.
Well, just remember, I told you so. Say hello to my little friend.
What is happening? What is that? Wait for it.
I am Groot!
Oh boy. Now this looks like trouble. A battle is raging as far as the eye can see, and now the World Tree is walking away from the castle. I don't understand what you're doing, Val, but are you sure this is what we... Look, Mom, what I'm saying is that I think we've been lied to for a very long time, and it's much... well, it'll all make sense when you see it. See what? What Dad's been hiding... oh.
Valeria, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Hello, Susan.
Enough!
Thanos. Doom. You have brought down the wall, pierced the shield I so carefully and costly built. For what? This. You wish to be barren of the waste. Very well. I will permit you to keep the Horde if you can find your faith. Call it an endowment of goodwill. If not, you offer me a gift. Me? You forget, I was a god once as well. The Infinity Gauntlet gave me that power. And when I was a god, I did not use those powers as a mortal would, as you have, saving what you can. No, I wielded them as a god should, in judgment of all living things. You are a weak god, a pretender. It is you who should bow before me. And do you have an Infinity Gauntlet now? I do not, yet I remain Thanos, the great tyrant. And for you, that will be enough. That appears untrue. Annihilus. I am owed penance for this indulgence.
Yes, God. Yes, whatever you wish.
There are heretics attacking my castle. I want you to devour them for me.
What now? There's something coming through!
No.
Glory and honor! Glory and honor! Brains!
Victor, your reign is over, and it ends with us. I see now. Gathered armies sprawling to the horizon. All this structured chaos, it reeks of machination. T'Challa, you orchestrated this, didn't you?
He had some help. It's over, Victor. This madness has to end.
Come now, Namor. The two of you know the expectations that come with being a ruler of men. I'm sure that if you try, you can imagine the ones a god must be burdened with. And that has value. You could join me.
I would raise a new Atlantis. I would remake Wakanda. I can give you back everything you've lost.
And what good would that be? A fake kingdom, on a manufactured world, subjected to the whims of a vain fraud. You may have the power, Victor, but raising up a new Wakanda would require a vision you just don't possess. And you do. Is that your plan? You have an infinity gauntlet, and with it, you're going to try to take my power for yourself. The fallen king of Wakanda, reborn as a messiah.
Actually, I always assumed everyone would prefer it be me this time.
You thought wrong. Goodbye, Victor.
It can't be that easy.
It won't be. That hurt.
Ah!
But pain often brings clarity, T'Challa. I see you now. You have my full attention. Good. Then let's get started. No. Let us finish this, and do so as gods. On the earth, in the sky, and the heavens above.
You! I remember you!
That can't be. From what I understood, you didn't know who I was, what I was. Do you really know me, Susan?
Yes, I saw your face. There was a hologram of a battle. You were from that ship and were fighting the Thors. You people murdered Stephen Strange. Actually, Mom, I'm not sure that's what...
Of course. You know me from a picture. I had nothing to do with Stephen's death. It was Doom.
You mean God.
I mean Victor. And however well-intentioned this world of his is, I mean to put things back the way they are supposed to be. I mean to end this charade. Because this is not the life we are supposed to have. Not Val, not me, and certainly not you, Susan.
Who are you, really?
My name is Reed Richards, and I'm the one who fixes things. Well, that didn't seem to go as expected. You know, they say you should never lie to the ones you love, which is why I never lie to myself. You might want to consider that, Reed. Be quiet, Maker. Listen. Do you hear that?
Find the quietest place in the world. Call it here. Call it now. And if you close your eyes and listen, you can hear the screaming. Did you bring me something to eat, Reeds?
I knew it, but I wasn't really prepared for it. I'm sorry, Owen. I don't have anything. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm starving.
I'm sure an infinite number of missing mouths not being fed will do that, but I think we can help. So this is the battery, the repository for all of Doom's power. Yes.
Hello, hello, hello!
Hello yourself. And if you don't mind, please excuse us for a moment.
Okay.
I need to show Reed something. What is... Oh, this is something I've been saving. You have no idea how hard it was to construct a device capable of creating a proper temporal bubble out of available materials on this retrograde world. But I did it. I overcame, like we always do. The interesting thing about all this is that it's not like conventional time travel. It's not point to point, more like a closed temporal environment. So theoretically, one should only be able to move forward in time, to evolve. However, you and I know differently, don't we? one actually can holistically visit the past. It's a place of regret, and my goodness, does it hurt. I suppose I could apologize for this betrayal, but I saw you almost start crying up there with that woman who isn't your wife, and I just couldn't tolerate that kind of weakness. What's the end game here? Nostalgia for something that was never yours anyway. Really, Reed, who's interested in a weepy god?
Me? Did you know that one actually can holistically enjoy pizza, and it comes in slices? Reed, you better buck up, cowboy. He's going to be here soon. And then we're going to see what's what. Ah!
And now we're done, T'Challa. And what have you gained? Nothing. Yes, you tested me, reduced me to this wanton physical violence, but I remain Doom, and you, something beneath me, a lesser, a fool who doesn't know that he's beaten, a smiling fool who... Wait. Why are you smiling at me, T'Challa? Why are you...
Because we were biding time, and you're going to lose. All this structured chaos, it reeks of machination, doesn't it? This is all a distraction. Susan, Valeria, what are you?
Is it true, Victor? Is all of it true?
Susan, there are complexities beyond even my ability to explain. If you will just trust me as you always have.
Like Stephen trusted you?
I'm sorry, Susan. I tried. Richards! You had to meddle, didn't you? Of course you did. You're a meddler. You have some great plan, I expect. What is it this time, Reed? A new idea? A fresh take on the very old problem of you and I? Have you built another great machine?
No, nothing like that. I just came to convince Owen that, perhaps, there's a better solution to all this than you.
A better solution. Your entire life, you have been distracted with the modern concerns so precious to you and your kind. Ethics, and order, and society. When all that has ever mattered was survival. I saved millions, Reed. Owen saved millions. And what was it you said when you appeared here on my world? All you could save was yourself. You couldn't even save your family.
How dare you!
Haven't you been paying attention, Reed? I dare quite a bit. I dare to choose between living and dying for millions. And now I'll choose for you as well. What is this, Mr. Reese?
Did you bring me something to eat, Victor?
No,
Then that makes the two of you equal, doesn't it? Fair's fair, right?
You would dare put your hands on me!
Haven't you been paying attention, Victor? I dare quite a bit too. Things aren't so easy when you're not omnipotent, are they?
Easy! You think any of this has been easy? You think power makes impossible choices more palatable? I have always had power, Reed. Nothing has ever been easy.
You know what's not easy? Having your life erased because someone wants to indulge themselves. You made yourself God, and the first thing you did was replace me.
The first thing I offered was salvation.
You stole my family!
You're wrong. They chose me. If you wish to believe that they only did so in the absence of you, very well. But they chose. She chose. She believed. All that I have done, all of this, and you still give me no credit. Can't you accept that I have done good things here?
I'm not blind, Victor. I do accept it, but you could have done more. You closed your hands around everything that was left and called it yours. You're so afraid of losing the things you've saved that you hold them too tight. Don't you see, Victor? A tree is just a seed in its realized state.
This is what always causes your fall, Reed. Abandoning the good because you desire the perfect. I understand now. I know what this is. It's the same thing it's always been between you and I. You think you are better than I am.
No, Victor, you're wrong. I've always believed you could be better than what you are.
No, I mean now. This moment. If you had this power, you think you could have solved it all. Solved everything. You think you could have done so much better! Don't you? Don't you?
Yes, and we both know it, don't we?
Yes. Damn you. Now, die!
Okay then, if you both agree.
Wait, no!
It's the Sundayata code, a hidden cipher within the region's oral history.
Wakanda. It worked.
It's a theory about tradition, of exactly how Wakandan excellence has been passed down through the generations, passed down through blood. Ah, I see. Blood. So we remember where we came from. On the way to where we're going. Ha! Stellar cartography, a map of our solar system. Count, Chemo. 12 planets. It's not ours.
But it is where you are headed.
My king!
Yes. Congratulations, makers. On your feet. Stand tall.
You are the finest of your generation. Kimo, Todori, very, very well done. Nkono, your father's grandfather was Takunda, the Black Panther of his time. He was called the Wall, and now his spirit, like all other previous Panthers, lives within me. I feel his pride when I look at you. Pride and not shame, which is what we feel for the world out there. Great societies are crumbling around us, and the old men who run them are out of ideas. So all eyes turn to you, our children, to build us something better. This is M23671A, an M-class planet circling an orange dwarf 241 light-years away. The West has abandoned space, and the East crawls when it could run. As a result, Wakanda now possesses the preeminent space program on the planet. But we must do more. Go farther, to somewhere no human has ever been. Your prize makers are the stars themselves.
The stars? Oh, wow. I know. You dream a thing and the idea that it could become real. Amazing. Hey, do you guys feel that? Like little micro tremors. I'm not seeing anything.
Turn around. Look up.
What is that? Ah, it's a rocket, Kimo. No, he means what kind. That's a serious payload.
Some people see the future sooner than others, and they have the privilege of showing the entire world the way. This is where it begins. That rocket is for Earth Command to support local system travel. We will drag mankind to the stars on the back of Wakandan science, step by step. And this is our very first one, our Alpha Flight.
8 months later, the Marvel Universe, the Prime Earth. New York City.
Hey, little spider person. Before you go, I want to tell you something.
Okay. What?
Thanks for the burger. I owe you one.
What did you tell your mom you'd be doing, Miles? Studying with a friend? So, not a total lie, more of a half-truth. Something like that. You eat a snack? Uh-huh.
You do your homework?
Yeah.
You want to go beat up some bad guys, Spider-Man?
Oh, hell yes. Explain it to me again. Okay, Mom. Do you want the complicated version or the super complicated one? I'd prefer the one that makes sense. Think you can do that, dear? I can try. So, Owen over there is the key. He's kind of a human repository of unlimited power, and that omnipotent power has to be directed, used by an individual. In this case, Dad. And that's where it really gets interesting, as Franklin is a universal shaper, a dreamer. So he has these ideas for worlds, for universes, Mom. Whole universes. Then he gives them to Dad, and Dad, using all that power, spins them off into their own reality. Finally, they slice off a bit of Owen to go with it, like an anchor, but it also serves to make the Molecule Man better, whole, healing him. Okay, and that's just the start of what we're doing. All of this has to be cataloged, recorded, explored. So, we're like Lewis and Clark, except for all of existence. Well, sure, Mom, if Lewis and Clark were also creating the land they were exploring.
And we're smarter.
And totally better looking. Okay, gotta work now. Did you guys talk about how we should start, Alex? Yeah. And at first, I thought we'd need to start with the underlying physics of it all. But then, Onami noticed that Franklin's actually playing pretty fast and loose with the entire superstructure. So my best guess right now, I think we have to start with creation myths, which, of course, leads to a totally separate set of problems having to do with... Hey, Reed! Yes? I gotta tell you, mister. This sure is something. Can I ask you a question, Dad?
Of course.
Are we not superheroes anymore?
Well, here's the thing, Franklin. It's doing good that counts, not necessarily how you do it. And what we're doing right now matters. It might be the most important thing ever. And the best part is I get to do it with all of you. So, no. No more superheroes for a while. Just science. And no more Mr. Fantastic. Just Dad. That doesn't sound too bad, does it?
Nope. Gonna play now. You know, for not being a superhero, that was a pretty amazing final act.
Still, Ben, Johnny,
they can't be with us. They shouldn't be. Their act isn't anywhere close to being finished. Still, it was enough, Reed. The life raft broke and I thought we were done. And then you saved us.
Well, I had some help. And that help bought me just enough time to fix so many things I've been wrong about. I learned that the difference between living and dying is managing fear. Not being so afraid of losing the things you love that you hold them too tight. I used to believe in universal contraction, entropy and the end of all things. Well, I've changed my mind. I'm letting go. Because now, I believe in expansion. I believe we endure. Don't you see? Everything lives. The end.